be hitting the ground running at the Northern Beaches Purple Grove, and I'm actually really looking forward to it. And it'll keep me busy while you're gone.
Yeah, I think it'll be great to keep you occupied while I'm not here, and you continue to work on your passion.
Yeah. So I won't miss you so much. I'll keep myself busy.
I'm sure you'll miss me loads, babe.
I will.
We can contact each other every day via satellite.
Great day. Got all your supplies?
Yeah, got plenty of water.
Yep.
Plenty of water on board. I've got life jackets.
Yep.
We've got plenty of food.
And you've got your EPIRB?
Yeah, I've got my EPIRB, yeah.
Excellent.
In case it gets damaged. I've got radio as well. I just had the engine service
Yep.
soon. So, last thing I've got to do is just notify the maritime before I leave.
Yeah, don't forget to do that, okay? We need to be able to track you.
Yeah, I'll do that. I've got my GPS satellite tracking device, which have constant monitoring of my trip. And you can log on to my website and you can see exactly where I am at all times.
Wow, modern technology, hey?
Isn't it great?
Oh, Claire, these are lovely, these flowers, aren't they?
Yes, they
Very, very pretty.
need a
I don't know what
spray.
they're called, but they're lovely, and the bees love them too.
They've just come out, yes.
Claire, who was that lady I saw this morning with you?
Janet,
Oh,
right?
who was she?
Oh,
Janet.
oh, don't worry. She was married to my son, but she won't be around for very long.
Oh,
No, it doesn't important.
goodness. What are you thinking about?
Well, I'm thinking about my son. He's in Vietnam and he's very far away. I mean, we stay in touch, but it's not ideal.
I see, yes. You're probably going through the same sort of thing that I went through when I was separated from you. For
Yes, well, we're not going to let that happen again. That will never happen again.
Hey, did you get your final checks done?
Babe, you all done?
Already?
All ready to go? Yep, all looking good. So, that's our last night together, babe, before I go.
Let's make the most
So,
of it.
definitely. Yeah. We're going to miss you heaps. We'll be thinking of you all the way. And I think thinking of you will give me the inspiration. You and my father gives me so much inspiration to do this. And I can't believe it's finally happening. So,
Just come home to me safe. Promise me that.
yeah, I will.
Promise.
I promise. I'll come home safe. Like I said, you can track me all the way on the website.
I told Nina that. She's going to...
Oh, okay, yeah, good. Well, make sure you guys send me messages as well.
Yeah, we will. Words of
Really?
encouragement.
Oh, for sure. Yeah. And I'm so excited. It's going to be so good. And my dad, I could just imagine he's looking down at me. He'll be excited too. He'll be rolling over in his grave. Go, son, go. You can keep tracking me. You can send me messages through satellite.
Yeah.
If something happens, I've got my EPIRB, I've got my dinghy, I've got plenty of supplies. And every time I've got to log in, every time I pull into a port, I've got to log in. So they're going to keep track of me.
Okay.
So any problems at all,
So how would I know if something happened to you in the middle of the
Well, that's
ocean?
what I'm saying. I'm so well prepared. If something does happen, you'll know pretty quickly. I'm safe. I've got all the tracking devices that you can, possibly
Did you
think of.
pack those extra flares?
I did, yeah. I threw out the expired ones. I've got the new flares.
Yeah.
So it's fine.
Okay.
And I've got my radio working. So it's all fine.
Jan, you're back again. Are you having another session with Mum?
Yes, I am. I am.
Right.
She's doing okay. I mean, there's still more sessions to happen, but she's starting to fill some of the gaps in.
So you're feeling she's improving?
Oh, yes,
Well-
definitely. But, you know, it just needs a little bit more.
Well, I'm very grateful for what you're doing for her. It helps, you know, helps overcome what we've all been through.
Yeah, you know, particularly, look, I thank you for really getting me to have a look at, you know, help her. Because, you know, what we've been through.
Yes, okay.
You know, I
it
must
wasn't
say.
very pleasant, I know, but this way you're involved with the family, and we're getting over all the past. It's good. I hope you feel that way too.
It's going to take time.
How is she progressing?
Well, she's starting to come on there. You know, there's a few things, gaps she's filling in.
Oh, good to hear.
Yeah, but that wasn't why I've come today.
Oh,
I've come to see you.
oh, I see. What's
I empathise with your mother because apparently the same man, which is your husband now, Jeff, he locked us both up.
He's grown beyond all this stuff now, and he has different motivations in his life, and I'm quite capable of keeping things in a good position and keeping him doing the right thing. And I do bring out the better side in him.
Well, I hope so. I mean, I can't believe he locked your mother up just like me. Both of us, the same way.
Yes, I know, it was very strange. Someday I'll have to have a good talk with him about how it all happened. In fact, I might even ask you to recommend someone, because obviously you can't personally do it.
I was going to say he probably needs
Yeah.
a little bit of
He does.
help too.
He probably does.
Okay, well, I think it's time to see your mum and for our next session.
Okay, well, good.
Hello, Janice. Hello.
Oh, hello, Nina. How are you?
Good. How have you been?
Oh,
Are you
not
getting
too
there,
bad.
Viv?
Playing a bit of piano and trying to keep myself
Yeah. Yeah.
quiet. Yes.
Come today to just see how you're going, and we can maybe continue on and try and you know, get a little bit more your memory back and
Oh, that would be
and to
wonderful.
get outside
That
again.
would be terrific if you could help me.
I mean, you know, obviously being locked up there and you know, in the past there, it's
A
probably
nightmare.
affected you. Not
Yes,
seeing
well, it has
anybody.
affected me, and I'd like to remember everything. And I feel that in order to do that, I'm going to have to find out about people
Right.
that
yeah.
I don't remember even knowing. And the main one I want to talk about is Jeff. I want to find out what this Jeff is all about.
Jeff is my husband David's brother.
Oh,
Yes, look, he's been very manipulative, you know, with everything, you know, and
he's a controller, is he?
he does.
Yeah.
He's not such a good person.
Oh, that sort of rings a bell with me about him.
Okay.
I can't really remember him, but I remember a person something like that. But then Claire told me that he came or sent someone to Japan, to Osaka, after that earthquake to
Okay.
help rescue me. So, you know, that makes me think I'm grateful for that. Maybe he can't be
Yeah.
as bad as we all think.
Right, yeah. Wonder why he got somebody to get you out of Japan, because usually he's got a reason, and I just wonder. And then and he kept you locked up there, you know.
Yes. I think maybe I should maybe meet him, or get to, maybe if I met him, I'd remember him and I'd have an idea then of just what he really is like.
Well, I recommend you meet my husband first, David,
Oh, yes.
and he can maybe fill you in on some more things, and maybe then you'll see what Jeff is all about.
Yeah, well, you can see the community centre we built here as part of the new project, so that's come along well. Yeah, what have you got to tell me?
Well, it's about Claire.
Claire?
I'm a bit worried about her intentions. I don't think they're very good. You've heard the concept of a double agent.
Yes? What's that got to do with Claire?
Well, I think that she's plotting something.
Plotting what?
I think she wants to get in between us, and the most important thing is the estate, Dad's estate.
Yeah,
That's
I
the
agree
most
with that.
important thing.
But don't bring Dad's estate into it. Don't bring in sex and love and honeymoons or anything to do with Dad's estate. Dad's estate and his wish was quite clear. So I don't understand what Claire could get out of this.
Well, I'm a bit worried. I just think she might have a different agenda.
Oh, so things aren't quite right in paradise, is that right?
Well, let's just say that I'm focused on the estate. That's the most important thing to me.
Well, that's news to me. I thought it was wham bang every day of the night, every day of the year, with you two.
Ma'am, I will be very delighted and pleased if you play something for me. Where is this instrument coming from?
My father gave it to me many years ago. It's very, very old.
Oh, okay. So what are you going to play for me?
I'll play a Billie Holiday song called Please Don't Talk About Me When I'm Gone.
Okay.
Right? Okay. Please don't talk about me when I'm gone. Gonna miss your loving mama from now on. And if you can't say anything real nice, just don't talk at all is my advice. Enough?
I've just been looking at these papers. We've got 2 exploding pipes on the property, on the Northern Beaches estate. And what am I supposed to do? And I'm supposed to arrange to have that fixed? What about my brother? What's he doing?
I've got a list of tradies that you can call and they'll handle it. That'll be no problem. What you need to do is you need to focus on Nina. You don't want to lose her, do you?
No, I don't. But I don't want to be running around organising for pipes to be fixed. I think Jeff can be doing that.
No, Jeff is doing the financials. They're looking for development applications, the legals. That's his job. Yours is project management.
Yes, and
I'm happy to help you with it, but you are the man on the project.
you know, I'm here for good because I know behind my back you and my brother are trying to get rid of me. But I'm not going. We're in this and I'm staying here and I'm part of it. I've got all of the plans he's been working on and, well, I don't seem to be figuring very largely in them at all.
Look, I told you before, you have a heightened sense of paranoia about this. We are not doing that. We are aiming to rebuild the family, to get on with the whole project. We haven't got time to start thinking deviously about one person. We want you to handle the project manage it.
Yeah, I can see that.
Just put this aside for a minute or two. I need to talk about your relationship. I'm very prepared to help, but you're still married legally. And what is the story?
Look, it's true, there is a bit of a disaster with Nina and I because we're not legally married. I'm still legally married to the girl I married in Thailand. And until that's resolved, which Nina and I are working at with difficulty. She's not too happy about it.
I'm not surprised.
No, to tell you the truth, I think it's you and Jeff arranged for Janet to come back here just to stir the pot and make things difficult again.
No, I wanted her back here, and I was going to pay her off and get rid of her. Pay her out of the picture, get the divorce for you, and that was my intention.
Well, didn't tell Nina or me about it.
I didn't want to make a big deal out of it. I wanted to keep it quiet.
Right, but it is a big deal.
Well, I've sold the shop. It's gone. Angie's is gone. It's no more.
Oh, okay. Wow.
And I've sold everything. I've got all the memories in my head.
Oh, that's good. That's good.
It is. Now, what's this I hear?
Look,
What's this I hear? I'm confused. What happened to poor old David?
well, I had dinner with Jeff last night.
What happened to David? You haven't answered my question, Nina. Listen,
Well, you know, since we separated, things haven't been going great for us.
well, obviously they weren't, otherwise you wouldn't have separated, would you?
Oh, I know. But, oh, look.
And
I don't
you're not going to try it second time round.
Well, Jeff's
If you weren't
been-
lucky first time, you're not going to be lucky second time, darling.
But he's changed.
It's going to be, oh, they don't change. A leopard doesn't change his spots.
Look,
A leopard doesn't change his
I'm not
spots.
going to jump into anything yet.
Well,
Only-
you're twitching and raring to go.
Look, it was a bit different. I know that he hurt me in the past, but I think he's a changed man since he's been in jail, and I don't know, something's happened. But I'm not jumping into anything right now. I'm going to just take it easy.
As I've already said, Nina, you look like you're raring to go. And like I've told you before, a leopard doesn't change his spots. You want to remember that?
Look,
Remember when I said it.
I will take your advice.
Yes, well, your background and experience has impressed me. What about you? Are you comfortable with our discussion just now?
Absolutely, yeah. Like I said, looking for that, something new to start off with, so I think it'll be a great start.
Well, Purple Grove is a family enterprise. I've built that from scratch. We're proud of it. It's on the northern beaches, as we discussed. These are separate villas. I want to make it a resort-style experience for the people staying there. Now, your position would be that of a nun. So that's a nursing unit manager, like we discussed. Your task will not only be supervising, but a hands-on role. You need to know what's going on, and if you're not prepared to do something, don't expect your staff to.
Yeah, no, that makes perfect sense. I've got to get my hands dirty and get in there. Absolutely, I have no problems doing that at all. After the last 3 years at the last hospital I was at, I had no issues, getting in the trenches when I had to.
Well, look, that's good. Look, we've discussed the salary, we've discussed your starting date, we've discussed a few things. There's only one thing left now, and that is for you to sign here our contract of employment.
Not a problem at all. No, I look forward to this. I've been watching the family over the Robinsons over the years, and yeah, it's going to be good.
Well, I remember when you and Deb were at school, so I do remember you.
Good memory, it was a while ago.
Yes, it has been a while ago. And so, how well do you know Deb?
Oh, I knew her very well, when we were at school, we were sort of, we were friends, we had a few classes together and things like that. But I've known her, for a long time.
Yes, well, if that's the case, congratulations, well done,
Thank you
and
very
welcome
much.
aboard.
No, I'm looking forward to it. As I said, I've been watching it for years, and as I said, I couldn't believe it. Running into Deb at the markets, it was just like something was meant to be. I was meant to work for you guys. I just, maybe should have done it years ago.
Well, the thing is, she's going through a hard time at the moment, and do you know what? I think it's a good thing you're actually back in her life.
Okay, no, that's good.
I think that you old fool, you're in a dreadful triangle. Nina, Jeff, and yourself.
No.
And you're in it like a sucker.
No. You've got it wrong.
No.
The separation with Nina is only temporary until Nina comes to the realisation that Jeff, my brother, is still an arsehole. Always has
Once
been.
an arsehole, always an arsehole.
That's exactly right. So Jeff just wanted to make sure he put his hands on the estate, Purple Grove, And so that's my impression.
I can imagine that. He wasn't a bit of a conniving bastard. Yes?
Yeah. In my father's will,
Really?
I found out that it was his deepest wish,
Right.
that one of his sons would marry one of the into the Kelly girls. And that's why I was kicked out of the country. Like 20 years ago that happened to me. I lost everything, and I still can't quite come to grips with the fact that 20 years ago you kicked me out of the country. But you know what? I reckon my brother had a plan there. He wanted to get rid of me and my wife for one good reason.
And what would that have been? Because I can hear a lot of sour grapes here.
Lots of them.
Lots of sour grapes here.
There's a big vineyard full of sour grapes here.
My toes are curling up with the rotten, with the astringent juice.
Well, the thing is, I reckon that apart from getting the estate, he was after my wife Penelope. But you know what? I can't understand why you would match up with my brother, that prick, 20 years ago, and arrange to have me kicked out of the country.
Look, I quite like Jeff, and I was getting on with him quite well at the time.
Yeah.
I am happy to admit, and I'm happy to admit it, and I'm a bit of an idiot sometimes, that I probably made a bit of a mistake. I miscalculated.
Right.
But he was having troubles with his brother. I was having troubles with mine. I could emphasise and listen sympathetically and react accordingly.
Okay, all right.
Is it good, sis?
Well, a little bit more to go.
Nice smells. You know what it reminds me?
Grandma.
Yeah. My God, how did you feel when you saw her?
It was strange, you know.
Tell me about it. And you started to sing a song.
Yeah, she still plays the, what is it?
I don't know the name.
Ukulele? The little guitar?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Yeah, she's still doing that.
But, to know that she was here all this time, locked up at Purple Grove.
Should we be surprised?
No. I mean, you always say that's for the best interest of the family and the best interest of Grandma Janice, but...
Well, with Jeff, when he says best interests, in his best interests, where he wants things to be.
It's like he stole all those years, the stolen years, to have lost Grandma and she hasn't been around,
Well, look what he did to Nina.
Yeah. She hasn't seen Mum passing away, and she was away in Japan for so long. But though, how do you explain he rescued her, and helped her to recover? I mean, he has to have a part of humanity in his body, in his soul, to do that. Do you think he wanted to protect us?
Look, I don't know again. He says it's, to protect us or in the family's best interests. But it's what's in his best interests. We always have to remember that.
Now Grandma is back anyway, and I think we should, take advantage of that and spend the best years with her. We don't know how long she'll be around for.
Yeah, and that's what Mum would want.
Definitely.
Yeah.
Talking about Mum, you're going to be happy. So with Parkinson House, I'm thinking about changing the name. Going to name it the way that Mum wanted, Mercury Wings.
Really?
I've got the legal documents. I can name Parkinson House Mercury Wings, and that will be back into the Kelly's family. If Mum is looking at us, she would be proud. With you at Purple Groves and me at Mercury Wings.
And now with Grandma.
I can smell something burning. I can smell something burning.
Is that?
Well, the patients are all transferred, so that's all gone smoothly.
Yeah, they have. 85% took up the offer.
Excellent.
And they've gone, and they seem to be quite happy.
And I've sent off the letters to the families for their trust.
Right.
So that's all under control.
I think we need to concentrate on those cabins. We need to build some more cabins.
For the nursing staff or?
Yeah.
And probably more for the patients
For the
too.
patients as well.
85%.
I need to know we're going to expand, and I need some commitment here.
Well, I'm on first, yes.
Yeah,
What do you
well,
think?
that's what we think.
Yeah, it makes sense. Yeah, I'll go along with that.
Okay.
Well, the basketball field is just there, just next to the school. Okay. Where we used to be. I mean, a lot of things have been built up around.
It's been a long time, 20 years, a lot's changed.
With the inclusion of Purple Grove, I mean, we had a brand new wing there. So this is why it's hardly recognizable.
Did you have much to do with the expansion? I mean, you weren't really into it that much.
I'm
were
not.
you?
It's mainly Deb. Deb is heavily involved with Purple Grove and the new one now. But I've always been into writing. I got that from my mum, and I'm happily working at Mercury Wings, which was her company initially. So I'm happy to manage this publishing company. But I'm very pleased to know that you're part of the family still, and you joining us at the Northern Beaches Estate. That's great.
Well, look, I think after watching you guys over the years and the lifestyle you had, it was very different to mine, and so I thought, why not get into nursing, follow what the Robinsons did, and see if I could become maybe even as half as successful as you and your family.
Yeah, but yeah, it's true. I mean, I remember you being very kind, gentle guy at school, you know, with the girls. I mean, you were chasing up the girls, but I think you always had an eye on my sister.
Well, you know, maybe that's one of the reasons I got into nursing. I don't know. Maybe it was something in the back of my mind. But hey,
she needs all the help she can have.
Well,
she's going through a tough moment. We
Well,
don't know
Jeff
if Sean will be back.
Well, when Jeff said to me, you know, she needed some help, you know, good timing. I'm here to help, you know, give her some support now.
You know, I'm seeing your father again.
Really?
You know, yes. You know, I mean, we were together for all that time, and look, I know he locked me in the penthouse and whatever, but
You've chosen to just forget that, haven't you?
well, you know, there are good things about him actually. And you know, the other day he brought me some flowers on Valentine's Day.
Nina, look, you're such a good person, but I've got to be honest with you. I think you're being a bit naive. I think it's just convenient for you to forget that chapter and what he did.
I mean, you know, it's what it is. Don't you think maybe he got it wrong all those years ago?
Well, he did get it wrong, Nina, and that's my point. He did get it wrong. And I just don't want to see a situation like that again for you or for him.
Yeah.
But, you know, I mean, I've said my piece. It's not up to me to be too judgmental, but I just feel I wouldn't be doing you any justice if I didn't voice my concerns.
Because, I mean, what does he really... I mean, I've got nothing. I'm not rich by any means. So, you know, we must have had something special there.
Nina, has it occurred to you what a powerful tool you are against David and Claire for Dad? And I'm just... I don't know, maybe I'm just reading too much negativity into this. But maybe he wants you on side as ammunition against David and Claire. And I just want you to keep that in mind. I don't want to see you hurt.
Well, I think this time I won't rush into it.
No.
You know,
And you're stronger, right? You're stronger than when you were in the penthouse.
Of course, yes.
I've seen the change in you over time. But don't lose sight of that. Don't lose that person, Nina. It's important for you to keep that. And keep a bit of independence. Promise me you'll do that?
I will. I will. This time, you know, it's different.
You know, I love my dad, but I'm also aware of his frailties. And one of those is manipulating people.
So what did you think of the office?
Oh, it's good. Mercury Wings. Yeah, it's coming along well. Yeah, very good.
I think if Mum were here, she would be very proud to see that her son has, you know, taken this publishing company to its glory, and that through Mercury Wings we've got all her books published and it's going well. I've never been so happy. This is for me. You knew Purple Grove is not for me. I let you that fighting with Uncle Jeff.
Yeah, well, you're right there.
But I'm just wondering why you let Mum go, why you didn't come back.
Well, she was determined to go, and I loved her, and she was just going to go, and I wasn't going to have a stand-up fight with her at the time, so I went overseas, and because I just didn't have the fight in me to get her back, I was just shell-shocked. I didn't think she would do it, so I went overseas, and then when I came back, I thought, oh, I'll be determined. I'll go and fight for her. I'll fight to get her back. But it was
that
too
was
late.
too late. She was dead.
Yeah.
Dad. And I think life would have been different if you were back.
Maybe.
And were with us at that time to go through this tragedy.
Yes, it was heartbreaking. Very hard. But
I can only hope that she can see us from there and see that the glory of the publishing company. It's never been so good, so I'm very pleased with that.
David, I do feel that I owe you an apology for my appalling behaviour 25 years ago. I misjudged it. I realise now that you were very important to Elvira, and for that fact alone, I do apologise. If I could turn back time, but as Cher sings, you can't turn back time. Can we turn back time? You can't.
yeah. Well,
I'll do you a favour. What do you want?
Yeah. Well, as you know, Jeff was always the strong one, and he wanted to be the strongest business person. He wanted to be the best husband. He wanted to be the best at everything, full stop, okay?
Well, what favour can I do you?
Well, I'm not quite sure yet. I'll have to give that some thought. All right. Thank you, though, anyway. I'll give it some thought and get back to you.
Come on, you can do it. You can do it. Look, just open the door. Okay, lovely. Now, the next one. Just take it easy. Look, just stop there for a moment and just look. Isn't that lovely? Look what you've been missing out on. Just be careful. Oh, I'm out here. It's nice, isn't it? Now, you don't have to go too far. Just appreciate this first, and then you can next time maybe go a little bit further. Yeah. See, it's a non-threatening environment, and look at your dog there. Look how peaceful and look. Yeah, he is. So look, let's go out a bit, and look, you can get your mail every afternoon. Just come here and look at Dougal. Oh, clever boy. Yes, Dougal's not frightened. And look, isn't it a lovely day? It's a lovely day. You can come and see me. You can actually come to me. Yes. Oh, that would be wonderful.
Well, I guess you were pleased to see Ma'am. Were you happy? Yeah, of course. Very happy. She's a busy woman. I mean, I wonder how she makes it. I mean, she managed to get Janet back to Sydney. I guess she had hidden intention, which was to try and reconcile.
Yeah, she always has the best intention of me, you know. What's wrong with that?
I don't know if she's got the best intention, Lawrence. I mean, all these years she's I think she tried to sneak around and to get our parents separated. I mean, I'm starting to question honesty. Sorry.
Wow, that's a big thing, man.
Well,
Is that what you've been thinking about with my mom?
well, I'm sorry. I mean, you saw my mother wrote a book about her life and about how her relationship was with Claire.
Yeah, but my mom has always been there trying to get the family together, fix all the problems. But I'm so surprised that you're talking about her this way. It's not fair.
Okay,
What
so,
are you trying to achieve?
well, I'm just suspicious about the real intentions of getting all of us back together or trying to get a...
Okay. Never mind, it's fine. Let's not talk about her, okay? Nothing is going to happen.
Yeah.
I don't like being in amongst a lot of people, as you know.
I know, and that's why I brought you here, because I wanted to show you that the world is a big place. And it's really good that you can come out and start to appreciate the good things in life. There's nobody here to disturb us, and you know,
I am improving in that. I'm really enjoying this.
right.
It's
Yeah, it's lovely because I used to bring Penelope here,
Penelope was
my wife, my first wife.
your wife. So you were married to Penelope.
Yes, I was.
Okay.
And I used to bring her out here to watch the games.
Oh,
And she
of course.
loved it.
Yes.
And but yeah, we had a good marriage to start with, and things went a bit wrong. But it's good for me to come back here, and it brings back old memories.
Right.
Yeah.
So you seem to have played a key part in my daughter's life.
Yes. Well, when we were coming back overseas, I met Claire, and Claire was pregnant at the time, and then she she had Lawrence.
Yes, and you became friends?
Yeah, we became friends, but I sort of became a surrogate father to Lawrence. I looked after him and did all I could for him.
Yeah.
But he, we all operated well together.
Yes.
And then things began to go wrong between Penelope and me. So she divorced me. But Lawrence still depended on us. But we became quite good friends, Claire and I. Yeah. Well, yeah, we were friends, very good close friends, until Claire took off and left over for South Africa.
Well, the Robinsons and the Kellys have always been very good friends.
Yeah.
Yes.
That went until, yes, we always have.
Yes.
But you knew my father.
Did I? What was his name?
John Warren Robinson. Well, there you go.
Thank you. I didn't think I'd be stepping foot back into this place again.
We are going to have to work together, and we need to get onto a better basis. And you know, there's a lot to be done, so we must do what we must do.
Yes, and what about Janice? I thought she was leaving.
Her lease is up pretty soon, and we need the cabin accommodation for staff. In that case, we will, let that happen. We'll just let the lease expire and use it for staff, which is very, very necessary.
Yeah, well, it's just that she's a bit of a loose cannon, isn't she?
Yes, she is a loose cannon, and her marriage to my son didn't work out, and my grandson is still in Vietnam, so I really don't know what she's doing here. She really does just need to go.
Well, I guess that really depends on how long it takes for the marriage to be annulled. Then that way, David will be free.
Yes, that'll be good. That will finalise things.
What have you cooked for us tonight?
A lovely beef bourguignon.
Oh, well, I can't wait.
And a fish dish.
And a fish dish.
Yes.
Oh.
Thank you so much for taking me out. It was lovely.
Oh, look, that's okay. As you know, I'm married to Claire, so I'm going to be seeing you more often.
Yes. But the only reason you're really married to Claire is because of what your father wanted in his will, isn't it?
Oh, I wouldn't just say that. It wouldn't be that fair to just say that.
Right. Well, I was very close to your father at school and university. We were really good friends, but that was just what we were. But we used to make these fun jokes about us when we grew up, maybe getting married and having children, and we always thought that it would be good if we did have children that they might even get together and keep up the alliance of our two families.
Well, that's exactly what's happened. I mean, you've had two girls, we've had two boys, my brother David and I, and of course I married Claire, and David married Penelope.
And then you had to go and ruin it all.
What do you mean?
Well, I've been talking to Claire.
So Claire's been talking to you?
Yes, she has.
Well, I don't know what she's told you, but she's a viper.
Yes, well, you married Claire, but the only reason was to get your father's legacy.
Well, it doesn't change the fact I think she's a viper.
But you married her. As far as I'm concerned, you don't deserve your father's legacy. Let go of me. I don't want to be with you anymore. I'm going to go home on my own. I loved your father dearly, and I think that the only reason you rescued me over there was because you felt guilty about me being up there in that room.